Hi guys, what you're gonna see today? You're gonna see a UK brand bought by Chinese that get to the rent and we rent it.
So what counts for our rented MG ZS? The MG ZS story is a bit more a decent car. Unlike some of MG classic models that started from 1920s, the ZS doesn't have a long and storied history, but it does hold an interesting twist. There are actually two MG ZS. The first was a small family car launched in 2001 by the MG Rover, a company formed after BMW sold off MG. It wasn't around for too long, overall lasting only until 2005. Then in 2017, MG, now under the ownership of the Chinese SAIC Motor, revived the ZS name for a new kind of a car, a subcompact crossover SUV. These ZS offered practical range and technologically for everyday driving, a shift from the earlier sporty MGs. It was well received for its affordability and features, and remain a popular choice even today.
If you're new to Victoria's Reviews, I do car reviews, 0 to 100 race, some drag race, and lately a lot of messing around. So subscribe and hit the notification bell. So this is MGZS, the magic of the Chinese through UK brand. From one side, it's an SUV, like a little bit higher up. It looks okay, yes, but at the same time it does not. Because while driving it and seeing it compared with other cars, you understand it could be better. In the front you have this aggressive grille. You have the somehow LED, or how do I call it? Give me a second. Yeah. So a SAIC light technology. I don't know what exactly that means, but I suppose it's something related to a specific LED of the cars. You don't have actually front parktronics, but you have a big sign of the MG, because everyone knows that MG before was making very fast cars, but not right now. It is Chinese. We go forward here. From this side, if you turn around from the side of the car, you'll have nice wheels on the Michelin tires, 17 inches by the way. Looks good? Yes, it's a new car. Here you have comfort entrance. It's exactly on Mazda. If you go like this, it will not work. You need to press the button in order to close it. In this case, you have as well the thing that will close the side mirrors, and in order to open, again you press it. In the side mirrors, of course, you have the information in case you have a car in your black spot, or no, invisible spot, basically to be sure not to turn around. If you go further inside, is it looking good? From one side, yes, right at the beginning you're looking, yeah, that's a nice car, it's a nice wheel, it's a nice seat, but Dermantin, like it's a not real lever. Here it's all electrical, yes, it's working, thank you very much for that. But in general, let me go like this. Here, plastic. Here, the same, not bad, not good quality actually, leather. Here, it's a thing, as my friend was saying, that you can buy from AliExpress. You just order it and you're like, voila, you have carbon leather. Here, it's the same, like carbon plastic. This one, yeah, this side actually, it's a little bit very soft. That's a good thing. In rest, is it nice inside? Yes and no, because if taking consideration that you can adjust the car electronically with the seat, you cannot do the same on that side. So on the passenger side, you're all the time up. Related to the wheel, you can adjust it only up or down. You cannot adjust it in or back. I'm not sure what was the problem to do it properly. In the back, it's looking, from one side it's looking okay. Yes, it's high enough, it's somewhere in the middle of CX-5 and CX-3, like in that side. But you have fake exhaust. It doesn't look good because from one side you can see the exhaust that is going up, down actually here. Easily, you see, it's kind of big, it's not small, so you see it easily. In rest, you open it like this. It has a camera, a 360 degrees camera that is not working actually. In the back you have the very nice storage room. Why it's nice? Because it's enough for 2 big bags, maybe the third one. The only problem that I see here, it's the lip, because when you take something up, for example, hop, you need to take it up, throw it down, and your back might hurt. Here you have at least 20 centimeters of the lip. From the right side and from the left side, you have some space where you can store your, I don't know, oil or something like that. Most probably you're gonna need it. And under, you have a big place where you don't have any wheel, but you can store other things that you need for your car in case you will need it. Some light here, 2 isofix in the back, just to be sure that you can put your kid up, and that's all. This storage room, just in case for no one to see what you have in your car. And we finish with the back. And let me invite you in the back, because that's the part where all your family will get or drive usually. So if you go in the back, I'm sitting right behind my sitting seats in front. That's a big plus for this car, because as you can see, I have exactly 1 fist steel space for my legs. I can put my feet under the front seat. That's amazing for the back seats. Actually, for the back seat passengers, it will be amazing to drive on a long period of time. You have the headrest usually that you can use them as well. In rest, you have the electrical windows, the same bad plastic, chrome, the same AliExpress piece of junk. But in rest, sound not the best, unfortunately. My standard sound in the car is far more better than the one that is offered here. They could maybe upgrade it. And that's all. It's of course, you have a lot of space for your head. I'm 1.85 meters, but as you can see, I still have around like 3 fingers enough. So even for 2 people will be enough to go in. Not sure exactly why by the way they put this light, maybe because there's not enough light here. In the back it's a little bit dark, but hello, here we are. What comes for the fuel consumption for this 1.5 liter engine? For 120 kilometers, we spend around 11 liters of gas, right? It's 10 kilometers per liter. I was expecting for this car to be far more efficient. Unfortunately, it is not. In rest, let's go for the inside of the car. You have this nice like vents. They look nice. They exactly took it from Mazda. They look exactly like Mazda. Here you have the vents that comes from the same Mazda, I suppose. I think they had a very big inspiration related to a Mazda CX-5. As well, you have this nice, how I call it, steering wheel with control for the sound, for the replying to your Bluetooth music. You have as well the control for modes, and you have as well the cruise control, but unfortunately they couldn't make it here on the wheel. And they did it like Toyota on the sideways. In order to set it, you need to press the button and it will start working. Kind of okay. As well, you have the big display that usually it's very laggy, is not working very well. We tried it so many times, but we have a we're very happy because we could use the Apple CarPlay. In rest, you have the AC. It's a big pain in the ass. By example, in order to do anything, you need to press on the display, and if you want to control it where the air to go in or out, in this case you do it only from the screen. The screen is laggy, it's not the best, unfortunately, so it will be somehow tricky. Take your time in order to use the screen and its features. You have as well buttons, but they do not help a lot. Oh, and I think this is the most annoying thing. Wherever you're driving, it's by setting by default, it will let you know what's happening on the road. If you didn't press it, it's kind of any DS. All the time you need to take it off. And when it's working, in this case, your Apple CarPlay is not working, and as well, your navigation, nothing is working. So you need to turn it off. The music control, nice buttons. This they took from Peugeot, or very similar to Peugeot. That's all. And the Apple CarPlay as expected. So. As well, you have the hill assist, you have the i-stop technology, again this annoying thing, and the 360 degrees. Let me show you how the 360 degrees works. Oh. Kind of, you see the car here, you see what's happening in the back, and funny thing, when you're turning to your left, the camera from the left will appear. When you turn to your right, the camera from the right part will appear. The only downside is that it's appearing all the time when you're driving and you're trying to turn around. So every time you're driving and you're trying to turn to your right or to the left, the camera will appear. So it will stop your Apple CarPlay, it will stop everything. You're not gonna know what's happening there. Why they did it like that? Not sure. But supposedly, check around, maybe you can turn it off just to work when you're going for the reverse. One important thing, the car doesn't have any lights when you're willing to see yourself in the mirror. So for the women, most probably is not the best side thing to have or not to have in a car. And the most important thing related to the driving experience, yes, you're high, yes, you are seeing good what's happening around you, but what comes for the how the car drives or something like that, let's say, by example, you're gonna press the button, the acceleration, you hear a specific sound that, yes, it's making you to believe that the car was driving fast. But no, the car, as my friend is saying, is dying little by little, because 1.5, it's not a fast car. In rest, because the tires are a little bit big, the driving experience is kind of comfortable until you get to the potholes. Because if you're getting to the potholes, you start feeling the, yes, as you understand, you hear already whatever is happening. So by day by day car, yes, it's a good day-by-day car. What comes for the rest? Not really. You could do better.
So even if your own cop still didn't do any crash test of the new MGZS from 2024 that we're driving, we'll take in consideration the MGZS from 2017, which took only 3 stars out of 5 for the safety from each adult occupant, 71%, child occupant, 51%, pedestrians, 59%, and safety assist, only 29%. So I really hope that the new ZS really improved. But unfortunately, and thanks God, we didn't have the luck to check it. So we're waiting for the new crash test for the new ZS, the upgraded one. In the meanwhile, I'll let you to just continue watch what was happening with this 3 stars Chinese branded UK car.
Guys, that's all. It was a quick review of the MGZS. Is it a nice car, let's say, to have day by day? If you do not have any or a lot of expectation from the car, and you just need the car with 4 wheels and a steering wheel that have some additional things like cruise control, heated seats, air vents controlled from the media display or something like that, just to bring you from point A to B. But if you're looking for something more luxurious or better quality made or something like that, or even more economic, in this case you need to look for other cars, because unfortunately the car for 1.5 liters is not economic at all. For 10 kilometers per liter, and we drove, just to understand, we drove without any traffic so it's bad. In case of traffic, it will be around 12, 13, maybe 14 liters per 100 kilometers. Taking in consideration, think about it, and who knows, if you like it, buy it. In case you do not, or you're looking for something else, just look for something else. Cheers.